Hi everyone, this is Lorraine. Welcome back to Frisky Friday. And it's not really called Frisky Friday, but just getting these videos put out on Fridays. That's what I'm going with at the moment. I've had like a couple urges during this last week to film, and I'm like, no. I'm just gonna go with Fridays. We're gonna keep it simple, and then we're gonna go from there. So here we are, another Friday. And so today's video, I thought I would do a what's in my makeup bag video, because it's really all of my most used products, and then I can kind of share that with you. I did purchase another order from Sephora, which I may do before the next Friday, just to, because I'm getting into it, getting into the groove. I'm in my other bathroom where the light comes in this window, all natural. So I thought I'd try that out just to see how that was. Different part of my house. So very nice light though, a lot of light. We've got these really ugly windows on the bathrooms. They're like privacy, like what's on this ugly shower right here. Finished putting on all my makeup. This is my makeup bag. I still use a Prada makeup bag. Over the years, you know, if you followed me for some time, you will know that that's what I like. So this is my Prada makeup bag. It currently needs to go in the washing machine. I always just throw these in the washing machine. I'm not sure whether you're supposed to or not. Sometimes the lining gets ripped while in the wash. See, this one has a little like tear right here. It's probably on its last leg, but I still enjoy it, still like it. So Prada makeup bags are my favorite, and I don't really need another one right now. So let me go ahead and show you everything that I used today to do my makeup. I've got to do a little cleaning of my makeup bag, so that's where we're at right now. So we've got this Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I talked about it last week. This is what I use in number 5.5. I apply it with a little beauty blender. This is just the kind of natural colored one. I like it best because the makeup kind of blends onto there and it doesn't look as dirty, although it's very dirty and I need to wash it. So I might do that, you know, within the next couple days. This is like, I don't know if I'll get it done today because I have a lot going on, but I do need to wash it. Okay, these are a couple of products that I didn't actually use today. I did use one, but these blush are what I would apply next. I am a very big fan of this Armani Neo Nude Melting Color Balm. And let me show you. It looks like that. Big fan of that. This color, let me show you on my hand. I think it might be 51, I'm not sure. But it's so nice, it's good. I usually put this on underneath whatever blush I'm wearing, and I really like it. I should order more, but I don't know if any of the other colors appealed to me or if they were just always out of stock. I'm not sure what the reasoning was that I didn't order more, and I tried some other things, like this Merit Beverly Hills. Same kind of concept, but you can just apply this directly on your face instead of sticking your finger in it, which is the Flush Balm Cheek Color in Beverly Hills. And I'm not as big of a fan of this one as I am the Armani one. It just, I don't know, it just doesn't feel as happy to me. So it's okay, I'll continue to use it a little bit, but it's not my favorite. I also have this Merit Day Glow Highlighting Balm in the color Kava, and it looks like this. And I used some of this, right? I forgot to apply it before I used my setting powder, so I put it on top of it. So it's maybe not the most appealing, but it's pretty nice. I feel like it looks pretty good. I did put a little powder on top of it just to kind of like get it not to be so intense. But I think I like this. I gotta use it more to determine whether I love it, but I think I like it right now. This is the Tom Ford blush in the color 05 Sundrunk. This one, they go so good. This has been like my go-to combination for quite some time. They just work out so nicely together. It's just the ideal cheek combination. I love it. Although that's not what I'm wearing today, but I still love it. I would recommend both of these products very much because they are amazing. They look good together. I like this slightly better. I have oily skin, so I don't necessarily need these cheek colors that are wet, because I do need to apply powder to my skin because of how oily it is. But this combination, amazing. Still had this in my makeup bag. I'm not sure I think because there's like just a tiny bit of powder left, but it's the La Mer Soft Moisture Powder Foundation in the color 21 Rose. And see, I have like just a tiny bit, but I just need to throw this away at this point. I did really like this. However, it's super expensive, and I don't know that it's like so much better. This Charlotte Tilbury one that I like, so I don't know that I'll repurchase it. See, this is, I showed you last week that I had bought another one of these. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish in number 2. I'm almost out of it. Usually when it gets to about this point is when it just breaks and it just gets destroyed, but for some reason it's still going strong. On my cheeks today, I did use this Tom Ford in 02 Explicit Flush. I'm really a big fan of these blush. I've only gotten one color that I didn't really like, and it was like kind of light pink with another light pink shade, and it just wasn't quite right. It was too baby pink, I think, but it just wasn't good. It was my least favorite, but I've enjoyed all the other ones. I also really love this Valentino Eye to Cheek color in the color number 6. This has been one of my favorite go-tos as well. I always apply this fresh sugar lip treatment. I really, look how it's almost done. That one's almost done. I've got a bunch of these just laying around. But I love this. I use it every morning. It's been a little bit cooler lately, so I've really needed it. But this has just been my go-to for many years. Just the Sugar Lip Treatment by Fresh. So good. The only lipstick I've really been wearing lately is this Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Yes Honey. It's one of, I don't know which collection it is, but Yes Honey. I really enjoy this color. I'm not even the biggest fan. Like, I have a lot of Charlotte Tilbury makeup right now, and I felt like it wasn't my favorite brand, but I feel like it's slowly becoming part of my favorite brand, although I'm not a fan of all the lipsticks. This color in particular, I just really like. Usually a big fan of Dior lip products, but this color, I just need to throw it away. It's number 13 Beige. It's just not beige. I don't know what it is about it, but I hate it. I hate it for some reason, although that does look nice. Why do I hate it? Maybe I don't. Maybe this isn't the one that I hate, but maybe it is. I'm not sure. But for some reason, it just, I don't know. I really have always loved the Dior lip products, but maybe I'll get back to you. I'll try it again tomorrow morning and see if it's the color that I hate. Maybe I mixed it up and I just have felt like this isn't the one, but maybe it's great and I don't know why. I always apply my cheek color with this Tom Ford blush brush. I don't know if they call it a blush brush, a cheek brush, a what, but I really like it. It needs to be cleaned, but that means if I clean it, it takes like days for it to dry, and then I have to not wear makeup. So I don't really wear makeup every day, so this is a trick. I don't wear makeup probably like 5 days of the week. I just have to decide. So now that it's the weekend, I probably will wear makeup, so probably not the best time to clean the brush. Dior Backstage. This is the Coral Neutral palettes. I don't know why this is the colorway I went with the last time I bought one of these, because I don't think corals and things are always my favorite on my eyes, but I was attracted to it. So mainly I use that color, and these ones over here, I don't really use these. Probably not really that either. So basically I use those, and that's some kind of primer that I don't use either. I do like this, and someone commented on my last video and they're like, you would like this one in a certain colorway, and it actually had been in my Sephora like loves for a while, like, you know, like where you're like my wish list, where I'm like, I'll get it, maybe I won't, just put it in there, maybe I'll get it eventually. And so someone commented and said, oh, you'd like this one, and I said, I think you're right. So I finally ordered it. I didn't use it today. Today I went with one of my new little eyeshadow palettes. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Easy Eye Palette for the Charlotte Darling look. It's like, I think I went with that color all over my eyes, that one in the inner corners, that one in the crease, and a little bit underneath my eye. As you can see, it's, for some reason I'm attracted to these, as you can see, for some reason I'm attracted to these kind of coral colorways, and it's not even my best, but for some reason I keep thinking, yes, that's the one I want. And then I'm like, no, that's not what I'm going for. But yeah, it's something about it just makes me want to buy it. And I'm one of those people that applies every single eyeshadow color with one brush, and it's a Tom Ford little eyeshadow brush. I probably would apply my eyeshadow with my fingers if I felt like I could put my fingers in the eyeshadows without making them look kind of like oily. But I don't feel like I can, so. I've been really tempted to get like eyebrow lamination now that that's like a whole thing. I have really straight eyebrows as it is though. Like there's not much wave to them, so I don't really know what to do with my eyebrows. They just grow. I don't really tweeze them all that much because when I was younger, I shaved them a little bit because, you know, it was really cool to have the really thin eyebrows, and they've never really grown back that well after. So like this is my eyebrow. Doesn't really grow other than this way. It just looks like this all the time. So what I use on my eyebrows is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe. But I really would like to kind of figure out something different because, you know, that's what I've been using for many years. And I kind of, I just feel like I want to change it up, but I don't even know where to begin. So if you have suggestions about eyebrow products, that'd be great. I still like this the best of everything I've tried. I just like my eyebrows to just look a little bit darker. I could have my husband color them because they are like more on the ashy tone, where I would like them not to be so ashy, even though taupe is more of an ashy color. It just darkens it a little bit. And like I showed in last video, this is the Rare Beauty liquid liner. Really like this stuff. After I made that last video, I had put a swipe of the eyeliner on my hand, washed my hands many times, but literally the eyeliner, I didn't like try to like get it off with like makeup remover or anything like that, but I did try to wipe it off, and I tried to wash with just soap and water. It stayed on for maybe 2 or 3 days afterwards. Like it was that good, and I was very impressed. I also was kind of impressed where I wanted to see how long it would last, so I wasn't trying to get it off too severely, but I still was like using soap and water, so it just wanted to stay. And then my new eyeshadow or mascara that I really like, the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Lash, what are they called? Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. I don't have the best eyelashes either. I saw some girl when I was getting my nails done yesterday, and she had eyelash extensions, and I'm like, oh, like it makes me want the eyelash extensions, but I don't know if I want the maintenance of it. But it really like tempted me because they just look so pretty. But when I did have eyelash extensions, they were great. A couple times they irritated my eyes. I'm sure they've gotten better since then. But after I was done with the eyelash extensions, my eyelashes were literally like little nubs afterwards because of how much damage they had done to my natural eyelashes. So I'm not sure. They've grown back to like being normal, but those extensions, they look good. I have all these clips that were in my makeup bag also. I was using this mascara at some point. It's the YSL mascara. At some point in Sephora, it was like buy one, get one half off. And so I took advantage of that. And I think this was a decent mascara. But I don't think it was anything like amazing. Gave the other one to my mom, so I didn't go through it too much. I have some of this Chantecaille foundation. I like it also. Grab for it since I have 2 foundations in my bag. I just don't grab for it as much as I should. I should just use it. But the other one, I just prefer the pump and then to tap it on with my fingers. I do use this, which is a Victoria Beckham Instant Brightening Waterline Pencil. I did use a little bit today. Can you see it? It's like right there. And here are a couple other items I have in my bag that I really don't use. I, for some reason, bought this, the Beauty Blender like powder brush, blush brush. I don't know. I've used it a couple times. The sample size of this product, I do like it. I just need to throw this away. I'll be throwing away more stuff today, but obviously I don't have that much stuff. I have a lot of stuff in my makeup bag, but for some reason there's not as much. Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter in the shade number 3, Fair. Is that really fair? I don't know, it seems very medium. It seems very medium to me. I've tried several times to use this, and I really maybe felt a little bit more greasy after I did. I have very naturally oily skin. It has its benefits to have oily skin. Like, I've never had to get any kind of Botox or filler. I was gonna say filter. I've never had to get any kind of Botox or filler yet, but like this product just looked very shiny on my skin. I probably want to get, you know, some in there at some point, but you know, it has its benefits to have that oily skin, but this product wasn't that great for me, and I keep wanting to love it, so maybe I'll try it again tomorrow and we'll see. We're gonna just keep trying it over and over again, or until I just finally decide that, hey, that wasn't great, let's just get rid of it. I have the setting spray too. I want to love it. It says party all night and stay all day. That sounds nice. Maybe it'll stay all day. Maybe the problem is I wasn't using these two products together, except you're supposed to use this first, I think, and then primes and sets for 16 hours. Geez, let's try. I don't know if you're supposed to set it after. Oh, and it reminds me of, what's it smell like? It smells like some kind of hairspray that you used to use, maybe like Sun-In or something like that. It has a very weird smell. So not the most appealing thing. And I want to say that it's Sun-In, but it could be something else, but I don't know. I rarely ever use a lip liner, but I do have this Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk lip liner. I always feel like I'm going to be really cool and use lip liner. I did like this color a lot. This is a Victoria Beckham Lid Luster in the color Chiffon. Let me show you it because it is kind of magical. It's very pretty on. Can you, oh, see right there. Isn't that beautiful? Doesn't that look amazing? It makes you happy, doesn't it? It makes me happy. But it's just, I feel like I get bored with it. The very last thing I have in my makeup bag is this little Giorgio Armani concealer in the shade 4.75. It's the Luminous Silk Concealer. Very rarely wear concealer as well. I just don't. I don't know if I should, but I don't. It just seems like I like to keep things as simple as possible. I don't like to overcomplicate things. So when I see people doing like light, dark, like all these like crazy little like things to get from step 1 to like step 20, and I just like to go 1, 2, 3. I just don't like to overcomplicate things for no reason. I feel like there's a lot of things that are unnecessary and I don't need to do the unnecessary steps, but I don't always use concealer. Very rarely, like maybe if I have an event, which is like once a year. And that's about it. I think that's it for today. So I didn't lose 10 pounds this week. There's always next week. I started my period this week and, you know, just wasn't feeling it. Wasn't feeling, you know, up to some of the things that I really wanted to get up to since all the kids were back in school. New Year, kids all back in school. My New Year might start next week. But part of my New Year thing was making these videos, and that makes me pretty happy. So we've accomplished 2 of 2 weeks. 2 of 2. But yeah, so if you have any questions, feel free to post them. I probably will do a little Sephora haul in the next day or 2. And if you have any requests, feel free. I saw some people wanted me to do some videos like kind of like life updates, and I'm not necessarily that great at that unless you tell me, like, ask me questions. So if you have any questions you want to ask me, feel free. But other than that, I guess that's it for today. So I'll see you at some point this next week. Goodbye.